Hi everybody, good afternoon. As usual, a quick confirmation. Can you all hear me and see me? Hi everybody, a quick confirmation. Can you all hear me and see me? Yes, good afternoon, Ritu, Avni, thank you. Okay, let's start. I hope everybody is now the last week to XAT, so everybody is ready. Okay, great. Chalo. Let's start. First question. Okay, you have a first question on profit and loss. The first question on profit and loss is there in front of you in the screen. Hi, hello everybody. Ayushi, hello. Hello Adi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, I have purposely, as usual, kept some questions at theta. XAT is not asking theta questions, but there are some questions I purposely keep as theta. So I just want to check whether you're understanding solving the questions or you're just blindly using options. First question, come on. It's actually nothing but two separate questions of profit and loss. You have to solve them both separately. Try and find the value of A as well as B. In the chat, you all can tell me if you all are getting the value of A and B both separately also, it's okay. Just start telling me the values which you're getting. Initial profit is A%. Very good, Aryan. Aryan has got the answers, I think so. Initial profit is A%. So if I start with my cost price as 100, my profit will be A only because A% of 100 will be A. Therefore, my selling price will be 100 plus A. Right? That's the first part. If he sells the same item at twice that selling price, so new selling price is double of 100 plus A. New selling price is double of 100 plus A. Yeah, most of the people have started getting the answer. Good. His profit becomes 6 times the original profit. So what is the new profit? Let's check the new profit. New profit will be new selling price minus cost price. Cost price still remains the same only. So this is 200. 200 minus 100 is 100 plus 2A. Right? Everybody clear with this? 100 plus 2A. New selling price 200 plus 2A minus 100. New profit, they have said 100 plus 2A is 6 times of the original profit. So we get 100 is equal to 4A. A is equal to 25. So first part of the question is done. Pretty straightforward. Second part also is pretty straightforward. You will get that also very easily. Let's check. Later he marks the another product at 150% above its cost price. New products start completely new, fresh. Okay. So we say let the cost price again be 100. He marks it 150% above the cost price. So his mark price becomes 250. And then later gives a 40% discount. 40% on 250. 40% on 250. I'm not showing the calculations. 2 by 5 or 4 by 10, whatever you want to do. Discount will come out to be 100 rupees. And therefore selling price will become 150 rupees. If your cost price is 100, selling price is 150. Your profit percentage is 50%. Your profit percentage is 50%. So A was 25, now B is 50. B is 50 and therefore A plus B, which we want, will be 75. A plus B will be 75. That's the answer to this question. Most of the people got it. Good. I'm happy. Okay, let's see the next question then. Any doubts, anybody? Should I move ahead to the next question immediately? I think this was the only approach to this question, the easiest approach to this question. Taking 100 made a lot of sense in both the cases. Okay? Okay, let's start. Read the question carefully and try. Next one. Okay, Aryan's got the answer, Shubhi's got the answer. Others are more bothered about chatting. So, Neha has appeared for 8 different tests and her score in each test was a natural number. Starting from the second test, her score in each test was strictly greater than that in the immediately preceding test. After every test, her average score per test was also a natural number. Very, very important was this part. Her average score after every test was a natural number. So, the sum of the scores of across all 8 tests was the minimum possible. Then the number of times her cumulative score was a perfect cube. Okay, a lot of people have started getting pay attention. Suppose if I assume that the first test she has got 1 because I want it to be minimum possible. Now, I need a number. I need to add a number which is greater than 1 and I also need a number such that the answer has to be a multiple of 2. Why multiple of 2? Because the average is also a natural number. So, I need to add something to this such that the answer is a multiple of 2. Okay. And whatever I am adding has to be greater than 1. So, obviously, I can't add 1 again. I can't add 2 because 1 plus 2 is 3. The next number which I can add is 3. So, therefore, the answer which I get over here is 4. Great. Now, I need to add something to 4 which is greater than 4, giving an answer which is a multiple of 3. Okay, which is a multiple of 3. That means I'll add 5. I purposely not kept options in a lot of questions so that I want people to not think with options. As I have said, XAT will have options, so don't worry. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. 3 numbers, okay. So, this is the first test is 1, second test is 3, third test is 5. Score after first test is 1, score after second test is 4, score after third test is 9. 9 plus what number gives me a multiple of 4? So, next multiple of 4 anyway after 9 is 12. Okay, after 9 the next multiple is 12, but I can't go to 12 because I need to add more than 5. I need to add more than 5. So, you have to start thinking that way. Okay, if I add 6, I'll get 15, but if I add 7, I will get 16. Now, at this moment, you should stop solving and you should realize that these answers are all going to be squares. So, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. This is the cumulative score after each test. how many tests were there? Totally 8. So since I've already reached 5 tests के बाद 5 square, 6 tests के बाद 36, then 49 and 64. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of this, how many of them are perfect cubes? So which are the perfect cubes? 1 is a perfect cube and 64 is a perfect cube, right? Out of these numbers, which all are perfect cubes? Only 1 and 8 cube, that is 64. Only answer is 2. Everybody clear? Are we clear, everybody? Check. This is a good approach to this question. You can think with n and all also, that what if there is n is added, then how much it should be a multiple of all. All that becomes unnecessary, too difficult. I think with numbers it's very, very straightforward. Okay, great. Let's go ahead. AB perpendicular to BC. So this is 24 and this is 10 respectively. E is a random, D is a point on the circumcent, D is the circumcent of the triangle. Now I hope you remember the property of the circumcenter of a right angle triangle. The circumcenter of a right angle triangle will always lie on the hypotenuse and it will be the midpoint of the hypotenuse. So you get D as the midpoint by this property, the circumcenter of the triangle ka property. E is a random point on AB such that ED is perpendicular to AC, such that where E is a point on AB, ED is perpendicular to AC. Okay, this will come out to be 26 by Pythagoras theorem. No need to really explain that much to you all. I'm sure you all know that this will be 26. So this will be 13 and this will be 13. Now somebody saying 5, 12, 13. I am not very sure. Over here, this is the hypotenuse. AE is the hypotenuse. What have they asked us to find? Find the perimeter of quadrilateral BCDE. So we already know 2 sides, we need the other 2 sides. How will you go about it? Similarity. Between this triangle and the full triangle, one is the common angle and one is 90 degrees. So let's write the similarity well. Triangle ADE is similar to ABC. Write the ratios. You know AD. So 13 upon AB, which is 24, is DE, which you anyway want. So DE upon BC, which is 10, is AE, which also you want. AE upon AC, which is 26. So you will get both these values but in fractions. So you'll get DE is 65 upon 12 if I am not mistaken, 130 upon 24, which is 65 upon 12, and AE will be 169 upon 12. I am not very sure of my calculations, I am just doing it orally, so check if I am right. 13 into 26 upon 24. Yeah, 169 upon 12. Now you want to find EB. What will EB come out to be? 24, that is AB minus AE. 24 minus 169 upon 12. Right? EB will be AB, that is 24, minus AE, which is 169 upon 12. 12 into 24, 12 12 is 144, 2 is 288. 288 minus 169. Okay, so 288 minus 169, 18 minus 9 is 9, 7 minus 9, 119. So that's 119 upon 12. And what else do we need? We needed ED, which we already have, 65 upon 12. Add up, you can add these two first and then add the others also. So what's the final answer you're getting? Second option. Okay, let's just check the final calculation. 65 upon 12, or if you want you can use decimal, but I would not, because of the options also not in decimal. 65 upon 12 plus 119 upon 12, that is 184 upon 12. It will go with 4 4 3s are 4 4s are 16, 2 4 6s are 46 upon 3 plus 23 is already there. So you get your answer. 46 upon 3 will be 15 1/3. So 15 plus 23, 38 1/3. Answer is the second option. Check whether everybody is clear. It was a straightforward similarity. CAT 25 had a very straightforward similarity. I think slot 1, I think so. Had slot 1 or slot 3 had a very straightforward similarity, was isosceles triangle, and lot of people spoke about that question being difficult. I thought it was a very straightforward question. Cool. Can we go ahead, everybody? Clear? Chalo. Next question. Slightly interesting question, the next one. There's a small error. This is 365. It is not till 366. Anybody answer for this question? Once you understand this question, no, it's actually a oral question. Means hardly takes barely 1 minute to do the question. Good, Aryan, very nice. Mudil, did you get it? Okay. Others? Giving 30 seconds more to have a look at it. Okay, pay attention everybody. There's a very simple trick to do this question. What is the first term? First term is always considered A. And what will be x365, the last term? It will be A plus 364D. Just pay attention to what I am teaching. So we will get 2A plus 364D. Let's just call this something like P, just random. This is P. Now let's try adding x6 plus x360. x6 plus x360 will be A plus 5D plus A plus 359D, which is also 2A plus 364D, because everything is a progression. Same way the 12th term and the one term before 360th term will also come out to be the same thing. So hence logically what will you get? So this will also become P. Now you just need to figure out how many P's are we getting in this equation. So x1 plus x365 is 1P. These are how many terms? x6, x12, x360, x6, x12, x18, x24 dash 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 x360. These are 60 terms, right? This plus this becomes 1P. 12 plus 354 will become the second P. So with 60 terms, I'll get 30P over here. And this one original P was there. So in short, I will get 31P is 620. All that is also not needed. This was just for understanding. Actually speaking, all this is not needed. Okay. Because if you logically understood, if this is, okay, so 31P is 620. You will need it actually. You will need the value of P. So 31P is 620. So P is 20. Everybody understood why 31P? Because x1 plus x365 is also one group. So 31P is 620, P is 20. Now just leave it here. Now let's just get, so what is 20? First term plus last term milake 20. First term plus last term is 20. And there are totally 365 terms. Which means I can use Sn ka formula. I can use this formula for Sn. N upon 2 into bracket first term plus last term. N is 365, 365 upon 2 into 20. 2 ones are 2 tens are. Answer is 3650. Did everybody understand this? Quickly let me know in the chat if there is a doubt. Everybody clear? You can also think like this, that first term plus last term milake is 20, which means two terms ka total is 20, which means every term acts like a 10. Every term can act like a 10. In fact, I can make this series also A as 10 and D as 0. You can make A as 10 and D as 0 you can make, which means all terms are 10. So 3650. Nothing wrong with that. Not needed, but I'm saying nothing wrong with this. Are you all clear, everybody? Everybody clear? Great. Let's go ahead. This formula, I hope people remember this formula. Okay, next question, geometry. Yes, Vishal, what happened? What do you want me to repeat? Tell me. One second, let Vishal just clarify. Vishal, what do you want me to repeat? Tell me. So, Vishal, if I just do the whole thing again, the first term plus the last term became 2a plus 364d. Even if I don't write all this, whatever is the first term plus the last term, if I call this just as p, then x6 plus x360 is also same. x12 plus x354 is also same. x18 plus x348 is also same. And that way you will get p 31 times. So 31p comes out to be 620 and p is therefore 20. Now is it clear, Vishal? Whether you take this 2a plus 364d or not doesn't matter. In a AP, understand this, if I write, let me explain. Okay, just let's write any AP. Okay, कुछ 10-12 terms लिखते हैं. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. Just random. I don't know how many terms also. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. चलो और एक लिखते हैं 23. What is 3 plus 23? 26. 5 plus 21 is also 26. 7 plus 19 is also 26. 9 plus 17 is also 26. 11 plus 15 is also 26. And 13 doesn't have a partner, so 13 plus 13 is also 26. Now you understood now? Vishal, did you get it now? Same logic say first term plus last term is p, then the second term, so first plus 365th is p, then second plus 364th will also be p, third plus 363rd will also be p, and so on. Okay, Vishal, now clear? Chalo, let's go ahead. Next question, geometry. Not very difficult, we'll make use of some properties. The answer is not this, it's in the incorrect answer anyway. No, answer is not 3700, 3650. Preetham, the answer was 3650. Every two terms were adding up to 20. Then I use the formula for Sn. This sum mein, the main part of the question is to get this angle right. To get this angle. Once you get that angle, I think more or less everything else in the question is very easy. Yes, Anshul, right. Aryan, right, good. Let others think for a minute. It is given that angle OAC is 60 degrees. That is, this angle is 60 degrees. And they have also said it is double of angle CBQ. So, angle CBQ is 30 degrees. Now, pay attention everybody how I did this. If I also had a tangent at A, just to understand, if I had a tangent at A, do you agree this angle also would be 30 degrees? That small angle over there also would be 30 degrees. Which is that angle? CA something something. Suppose CAR. If this was R, then angle CAR will also be 30 because OAR will be 90, tangent and radius. Same logic, so the angle over here is also 60 degrees because OBQ is also 90. I'm just writing a few things. Angle OBQ is 90. Therefore, OBC will be 60. And similarly, angle CAR will be 30. Now, because both these angles, the small angles are 30, 30. Therefore, the smaller arcs, arc AC and arc BC, measure arc AC will be 60 degrees by tangent secant theorem, and measure arc BC will also be 60 degrees by tangent secant theorem. If this full arc becomes 120, therefore this full arc becomes 120. Therefore, by central angle theorem, this angle also becomes 120. 60 plus 60, 120, 120 plus 120, 240, 240, and this will become 120. So, therefore, this becomes a rhombus. All sides will be equal. It's a parallelogram because opposite angles are equal and adjacent sides are equal, so it becomes a rhombus. So, now I know it's a rhombus. I want to find the area of the quadrilateral, where I know the area of the shaded portion is 924. What is the area of the shaded portion? It is a sector. If this angle is 120, the outside angle would be 240 degrees. So, 924 will be area of the sector, theta upon 360 into pi r square. This is 2 upon 3. Take pi as 22 upon 7. You will solve that out. I am not solving it for you all. R square comes out to be 21 into 21. Therefore, R comes out to be 21. Okay. How AOB angle I got 120? Somebody saying I didn't understand. Let me explain. Did you understand arc ACB is 120, sum of these two arcs? Ronak? Arc ACB, did you understand 120 degrees? And if you understood this, then it is a central angle theorem, the angle at the center. Okay, so we've got radius is 21. Okay, Ronak, I'll explain the arc ka part again. I think you don't know your properties well, so I'll have to draw explain. Once I got radius as 21, all sides are 21, and therefore the answer which I'm looking out for is 84. Okay, I will draw separate diagram again for Ronak and explain the concept to him first. So Ronak, pay attention. Suppose this is a circle. Yeah, maybe you can use alternate segment theorem भी यहाँ पे, but मुझे लग नहीं रहा था ज़रूरत था यहाँ पे. Just for example, Ronak, suppose this angle we should know is 90 degrees. Say this is your OBQ. OBQ, this is 90 degrees. And within that they had told us CBQ was 30, they told us in the question. So this is C. CBQ is 30 given. So therefore this angle becomes 60. Now if this angle is 30, CBQ, by tangent secant theorem, angle CBQ is half of measure arc BC. That is tangent secant theorem. So if this angle is 30 degrees, the arc will become double of that, which is 60 degrees. Now are we clear, Ronak? Okay, now the remaining part of the diagram. So suppose there is one more point over here, A. You have to do the other thing exactly same over on the other side. Obviously this diagram is not to scale, it's not drawn properly, but something like this, the exact opposite thing will happen on the other side. Are we clear? Can I go ahead? Okay, let's go ahead then. Based on this, we get this angle as 120 degrees. We get this angle as 120, so this angle becomes 240. Use that to find the radius area of the sector. 924 was given. Use that to find the answer for radius. Radius comes out to be 21. And once we get radius as 21, therefore answer which you're looking, perimeter will be 21 forza, because we had understood it's a rhombus. So answer is 84. Clear everybody? Going ahead. Okay. More than the question, the answer for this question, I want to know what approach you are using for this question. I didn't even check. I didn't even bother checking whether they are prime or not. Okay, I'll just tell you what approach I would have used. Just pay attention, everybody. I would look at the smaller number out of the two. This is the smaller number. Let's bother only about this. Suppose this is 3 raised to x minus 2 raised to y is 1163. Okay, so now I know one thing, that 3 raised to x has to be more than 1163. So I just in my mind I'm looking at the powers of 3. 3 raised to 5 is 243. 3 raised to 6 is 729. So x has to be more than 6 also. X has to be more than 6. What is 729? 3s are 2187. So what I will do is, in the rough work, I will just check if this is 2187, how much is 2 raised to y? Then 2187 minus 1163, 1024, और मेरा लॉटरी लग गया. So now I definitely know this is 3 raised to 7 minus 2 raised to 10, and it is working, and that is the best way to check it. So I know that a minus 2 is 7, so a is 9, and b minus 4 is 10, so b is 14. Now on the best side, what you need to do is just go and check it over here. Uska bhi zarurat nahi hona chahiye. You don't need to do that actually, but if you really want to, like in an exam like XAT, I want to be extra sure. I don't want to lose unnecessary marks. So 3 raised to 9, 3 raised to 7 was 2187. You will have to just give me a second. There is somebody who's calling me 100 times. I don't know what the issue is. Is it an emergency somewhere? Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so now on the best side, as I said, I just have to check it over there. 3 raised to 9, 3 raised to 7 was 2187, 3 raised to 8 will be 6561. So 3 raised to 9 will be 6561 into 3. I want somebody to check this answer. I am not opening the calculator right now. And I want somebody to check 2 raised to 14. 2 raised to 14 will be 1024 multiplied by 16. Okay. So this will be 3 ones are 3, 18, 15, 16, 1, 19, 19683 minus 64, 6 carry, 32, 38, 3, 16, 384. Comes out, the difference comes out to be right, 3299. Now, important is to understand this, that this way it will always work, because 3 raised to 7 minus 3 raised to x minus something is 1163. That means 3 raised to x has to be bigger than 1163. या तो 3 raised to 7 पे 8 पे आ जाए 7 पे आ जाएगा, या तो 8 पे आ जाएगा, एक आध नंबर में आ ही जाएगा. Don't worry too much about it and just do that as trial and error. It will be very easy to get it. Are we clear, everybody, with this question? So A comes out to be 9, B comes out to be 14. Question asked was find A plus B. So A plus B is 23. Are we clear, everybody? Any doubts? Check. Chalo, going ahead. I am sure you all know that you all have a VLR session today at 6, sorry. Okay. Standard mixtures ka question, nothing really very difficult. This is a very standard question, not getting into this question, we'll come back to it later. Try this one, this is an interesting one. वो बहुत simple था. I'll give it to you later to do it, but try this one. Okay, Paris, good. Okay, pay attention, everybody. Now, we should understand that this x square plus x, x square plus x plus 1 will always be greater than 0. I hope people understand, because if x is, say, more than 1 or less than minus 1, then x square will be greater than x. Okay, and if x is between minus 1 and 1, then x square will be less, but the positive one will take care of that part. So x square plus x plus 1 will always be greater than 0. So if I do the proper approach, y into x square plus x plus 1 is x square minus x plus 1. yx square plus yx plus y minus x square plus x minus 1 is 0. Let's make the quadratic properly. Yx square minus x square common, y minus 1, yx plus x common, y plus 1 plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. We know that the value of x has to be real, which means delta has to be greater than or equal to 0. Delta is b square minus 4ac. B square will be y minus 1 the whole square minus 4ac. Sorry, b square will be y plus 1 the whole square. B square minus 4ac will be greater than or equal to 0. Solve this whichever way you want. There can be smarter ways to solve this. So, for example, if you take y plus 1 greater than or equal to 4y minus 1 the whole square, you can take square roots on both sides and you can again get a range. You know it's greater than. So, obviously, when you get a square greater than or equal to b square, when you take square roots, it doesn't become a only greater than b. There will be plus and minus b, and you'll have to think that way very carefully. So, be very careful, get the values which you get, okay, and then you get a range. Now, and none of these values satisfy that range. This is one method to do this question. So, answer is all of these. We can expand this and also do it. There is no problem with that. The other way of doing this is you can take derivatives. For people who are comfortable using calculus, they can also take derivative u upon v. Y is equal to u upon v. What is derivative of v, u upon v? Dy by dx is equal to v into derivative of u. So, x square plus x plus 1 into 2x minus 1 minus x square minus x plus 1 into 2x plus 1 upon v square. No need to take v square ka solving. Equate this to 0. Expand carefully and solve it out. You will get two values. So, let's expand it carefully. X into 2x square, x square into 1, 2x cube, sorry, x square into minus 1 minus x square, x into 2x plus 2x square, x into 1 minus x plus 2x minus 1 minus sign 2x cube plus x square minus 2x square minus x plus 2x plus 1. Open the bracket carefully. This we have to equate to 0. So, when you open the bracket up, 2x cube and minus 2x cube will cut. This will become x square and this will be again negative x square, so it will become positive. So, we will get 2x square. This will become 1x, and I think this will also become 1x. If I have done it right, I don't think so. I made a mistake. Yeah, that will also become 1x, so it will cut out. Minus 2 is equal to 0. Divide by 2, x square minus 1 equals to 0. So, x square is 1, x is plus or minus 1. Take these values and put it over here. When you put x as 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So, numerator becomes 1 upon 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, 1 upon 3. When you put x as minus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, we get 3 upon 1. So, you get this range on the lower side, this range on the upper side, this range, and none of these values fit into that range, and that is why our answer is all of these. Are we clear, everybody? So, these are the two values. You would have got this through that quadratic equation also, which we had done with y. Obviously, there you would get the value of y and then put it back to get the value of x. Okay. So, all these questions always have two approaches. One is to take equal to y and the other is to take derivatives. Whatever you are comfortable with, you can do. Next one. Yes, you can also use options, but then you'll have to check for all options. That was the only disadvantage. Good, Aryan. Nice. Good. This is more to check whether you remember your properties or not. What is the distance of a point, or distance of a line from the origin? What is the distance of a line from the origin? It will be mod of, d will be mod of c upon root of a square plus b square. So c is minus 26, or 26 will not matter because of the mod. So 26 upon root of 5 square plus 12 square. Root of 5 square plus 12 square is 13. So this answer is 2. So this d is 2. So therefore 3d will become 6. Use the same formula now to find the new c. Remember, p and q will remain same. This equation will be 5x plus, because it's a parallel line, 5x plus 12y plus k is equal to 0. We need to find k. So we'll get 6 is equal to k upon 13 only again. So k is 78. K is 78, and we want the sum of p plus q plus r. That will be 5 plus 12 plus 78. Answer will be 95. Everybody clear? I hope people remember this property. There is one more property of the similar type. Do you all remember that? Distance of a point from a line. Distance of a point from a line. In that, the numerator is not only c, it is ax1 plus by1 plus c. Cool, everybody? Can we go ahead? Chalo, let's go ahead. Okay, 2 people have given me the answer. The word daughter. is a 8-letter word. So all arrangements are 8 factorial. We want all the vowels should not come together. So the case we will solve is first all vowels together. All vowels together. So A, U and E together, and everything else is separate. D, G, H, T and R. So this will be 6 factorial into 3 factorial. We don't want this case. So universal set minus this. So answer will be 8 factorial minus 6 factorial into 3 factorial. 8 factorial can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 factorial minus 6 factorial into 6. 3 factorial is 6. 6 factorial common. 56 minus 6, 50. 720 into 50, 36,000. Answer is option B. What if I make a small change in the question? First tell me, has everybody understood this much? If only people have understood this, then I'll explain. I'll make one more question over here. Everybody clear with this question? Quickly let me know. Okay, so if you are clear with this question, I'll make a change in the question and make a new question. So that no two vowels are together. Such that no two vowels are together. In how many ways can you arrange the letters of the word daughter so that no two vowels are together? Come on, try this one. Okay, Preetham is saying 5 factor. I also don't know the answer for this question, so I'm also going to try. There are totally 4 plus 4, 8 letters. 3 of them are vowels, so 5 are consonants. Consonant 1, consonant 2, consonant 3, consonant 4 and consonant 5. Between this, we can have 6 places. Between this, I can have 6 places where I can arrange the vowels. So 6 places for 3 vowels, that will be 6p3 into 5 factorial. It will be 6p3 into 5 factorial. What is 6p3? npr, n factorial upon n minus r factorial into 5 factorial. So it will be 720 into 120 upon 6. So it's actually 5 factorial into 5 factorial. Answer is 5 factorial into 5 factorial. 120 into 120, 14400. Is this question clear? One extra question. So Preetham, your answer was right. Shubhi also's answer was right because you are divided by 6, same thing. Everybody clear with this? When no two vowels are together, you have to use this approach. And when you say all vowels are not together, then you do universal set minus that approach, which we just did behind. Okay, how 6p3? Let me explain. There are 5 consonants. So there are 6 places in which I can put the vowels such that they will never be together. And for those 6 places, there are only 3 vowels. So 6 places pe 3 vowels will make it 6p3. Shinjini, clear? Let me know quickly. Are you clear? Okay, cool. So we did 2 questions here. Next one. We've done many similar questions like this before. 2x plus 2y plus 7z less than or equal to 100 is less than or equal to 14 is what? How many non-negative integral solutions? Non-negative integral solution means whole numbers. Now, I hope you realize that when z is 2, the other both are 0. That's one case. What about when z is 1? When z is 1, what will happen? I will get 2x plus 2y less than or equal to 7. 2x plus 2y less than or equal to 7. It cannot be equal to 7 because this is definitely even. Even numbers ka total cannot be 7. So 2x plus 2y can be 6, 4 or 2 or 0 also. So 2x plus 2y is 0. So x plus y is also 0. This will be only one case. When x plus y is 1, when x plus y is 1, this will be two cases, x0, y1, y0, x1. When x plus y is 2, yeah, we can do PNC. Think a little bit. So, x plus y is 2. What will you get? You will get 2, 0, 0, 2, 1, 1. So, 3 cases. And when x plus y is 3, you will get how many cases? 3, 0, 0, 3. Right? 3, 0, 0, 3. 2, 1, 1, 2. And yeah, I think that's it. 3, 0, 0, 3. 2, 1, 1, 2. 4 cases. So, this is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. How much will that be? 10. Last case, when z is 0. When z is 0, x plus y is less than or equal to 14. Now, you should know that it will work with the same logic. X plus y 3 तक तो हमने already किया ही है. So 2x plus 2y less than or equal to 14. Then x plus y less than or equal to 7 tak. So 4 tak I have already done. I have to do for x plus y is equal to 4, x plus y is equal to 5, x plus y equal to 6, x plus y equal to 7. And the way this is going, the pattern should continue. If x plus y is 4, just checking once. 4, 0, 0, 4, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2. So 5 cases, 6 cases, 7 cases, 8 cases. So second time it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 up till 8. How much is 1 plus 2 plus 3 up till 8? N into n plus 1 upon 2, so 36. 36 of this, 10 of this and 1 of the original. So answer is 47. Now, why PNC is not needed? Because this is also nothing but n into n plus 1 upon 2 only. Once you realize that, there is no need of PNC. Okay, because these also have an integral value. If there was no integer, you could have used PNC. But because this is the integer, this is that stamp wala question. Remember, वो CAT में एक बहुत साल पहले एक stamp वाला question आया था. He has so many stamps and he has to pay rupees 14 or less than 14. How many ways can he do it in? It is exactly based on that. Are we clear, everybody? Chalo, let's go ahead. Remember, you want to minimize n in this above question. So, in short, I don't want numbers to differ by 17. I want all the numbers, I want to take numbers in such a way that they should not differ by 17. So, my first question is, can you have 52 numbers which all are such that they don't differ by 17? So, if you take the smallest number as 1, you can take the next number 2, 3, 4, 5 up till 17. You can take 17 also, because 17 minus 1 is 16. They don't differ by 17. You can't take 18. Now remember which numbers you can't take. If you can't take 18, 19, 20, so on, obviously you can't take till 34. So these numbers you can take 18 to 34. You will have to avoid. Then you can again start taking from 35 and 35. So you can take the next 17 numbers. So 35, 36, 37 up till 51 you can go ahead. So those are another 17 numbers you can take. Again the next 17 you will have to avoid. So 52 से लेके 68 तक you will have to avoid. Then you are allowed to take from 69 till 85. So these are also allowed. Now you can't take 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So now you can't take any of the numbers. Now you have already taken 17, these 17 plus these 17 plus these 17. So you've already taken 51 numbers. Now when you've taken 51 numbers, how many numbers are still remaining? You still have to take one more number because they said 52. So you still have to take one. That means you'll have to at least take one number now, such that whatever the number you take, n or x or whatever number you take now, that number with some of one of these 51 numbers will have a difference of 17. So hence the answer is 1. If you can explain the question in detail, did not understand the concept of the question. Okay, Vishesh, pay attention carefully. So they had said that there were 90, suppose 1 to 90 there are chits or balls or whatever in a bag. Read the question carefully. Renuka is going to select 52 balls randomly. What is the maximum value of n that she is guaranteed to have at least n pairs of balls whose numbers differ by exactly 17. So we want it to be exactly differ by definitely. What will she get? How many will she get? Definitely. She will definitely get 1. So we have to see, can I say definitely she'll get 0? First I tried that. Then I would have marked 0. But I realized that 51. I got 51 numbers where no two numbers differ by 17. That means if I take any two numbers A and B, A minus B is not 17. Okay? And hence I got 51 numbers, but one more number I had to choose from the remaining 48 numbers, such that The difference with some other number was 17. Are we clear, Vishesh, now? Vishesh, let me know, are you clear? Okay. Everybody else clear with this? Lord, hardly anybody had given the answer. Aryan, Shubhi, what happened? Anshul. I hope you all got the sum. Okay. Standard question of time, speed, distance. Should get it without my help completely. Shubhi, what's the answer? Okay, good, Avi. Shubhi, you gave me the option. I'd like the answer. Okay, Aryan, good. I think this is a very, very standard question of time, speed, distance. Rajesh walks to and fro to a shopping mall. He spends 30 minutes shopping. If he walks at the speed of 10 kilometers an hour, he returns home at 7 p.m. Sorry. If he walks at 15 kilometers per hour, he returns at 6:30. How fast must he walk to return at 6:15? So, the time was not important. The difference in the time was important, right? The difference in the time was very, very important. When the speed is 10 kilometer per hour, he takes, suppose, t hours. At 15 kilometer per hour, he takes t minus half an hour. So, at what speed will he take t minus 3/4 of an hour? Right? Distance is constant throughout. The 30-minute shopping was a total time pass. Every time what we get is distance is constant. So, we can do speed into time is equal to distance, get equations, or we can do distance upon speed and do the difference. So, we can also do like this: d upon 10 minus d upon 15 is half an hour. So, 30 minutes. So, 1 upon 2, and then put that d second time with something else. This is also a very, very easy approach. LCM is 30. So, 3d minus 2d is d. D upon 30 is half. So, d is 15. Right? D is 15, and then solve it with the third part. So, d upon 10 minus d upon 20, not 20, we don't know, d upon s, 20 is the answer, R is equal to 45 minutes. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. So, d we know is 15 by now, and then solve. So, 5 3s are 5, 2s are 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 4 is 15 upon s. Solve it out, you'll get s. S is 20. Is there any other way you could have done this question? Speeds are in, I'm just thinking, okay, I'm also thinking aloud with you all. Speeds are in, okay, no, we don't know that. Chalo, no, this is the best way to do it. No problem. Answer is 20 kilometers per hour when you solve it out. S comes out to be 20. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, unitary method is one thing. Obviously, I was just thinking any progressions we could have used. Next one. Something like this was asked in CAT this year. The sandwich question in CAT was asked something similar to this. This is slightly more difficult than that. So you can order two types of roll. You can order an egg roll or a mutton roll. And onion 1, tomato 2, carrot 3, chili sauce 4 and tomato sauce 5 ingredients are there which you can add. You can have any combinations of additional ingredients or have standard rolls without any additional ingredients. You can have tomato sauce if you have an egg roll, but not if you have a mutton roll. So mutton mein tomato sauce is not allowed. If you have onion or tomato or both, you can have chili sauce but not otherwise. So chili sauce depends on, chili sauce will come only with onion or tomato or both. So chili sauce दोनों cases में वैसे ही होगा. So start thinking and get me the answer. Okay, somebody's got the answer. Let's think. Let others think. Good. 2 people have given the answer. Others, I want them to think a little bit. Give me a separation of egg rolls and mutton rolls if you all want. Just give me a separation so people can check their answers. How many egg rolls are you getting? How many mutton rolls are you getting? Cool, nice. Answer for egg roll comes out to be 28. Mutton roll comes out to be 14. Now, pay attention. How do you get that? First, let's go to egg roll. Okay. What is the condition for egg roll? If you have onion, or the only second condition is valid for egg roll. If you have, or if you want to finish tomato, the mutton roll pehle, that's also easy because egg roll will be just double. There's only one extra condition, tomato sauce. Here there is no tomato sauce, so there are 4 ingredients: onion, tomatoes, carrot and chili. These 4 ingredients are there. There is a condition which is there. How many different rolls can be ordered according to this rule? If you can have chili sauce only if you have onion or tomato or both. So only in those cases you are supposed to have chili. So you have to count. Best is, in which cases are you not allowed to have chili? In which cases are you not allowed to have chili? Okay, that's the easier way of doing it. Obviously, you can have 4 cases initially with the sauces, all 4 with chili sauce, then another 4 cases with tomato, and last में 2 cases. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14 cases you will have over here for mutton roll. While exactly egg में वही सब कुछ cube हो जाएगा. There will be 3 things which you are allowed to take. So it will be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4, which anyway had to be double. So very frankly, if you got mutton roll ka answer, then the answer had to be double over here. So answer is 28 plus 14, 42. Let's go through this one more time. How do you get 4? That will be 2 into 2. There will be 2 cases. You can have onion with chili and so on. Yeah, Avi, what are you saying? Can you explain what you're saying? Okay, let's go through this one more time. You can also work on the invalid. Suppose nothing was invalid. How many different rolls could you order? A shopkeeper sells 2 kinds of rolls, egg and mutton. Okay, suppose let's talk only about mutton roll. If you narrow down to mutton roll, how many mutton rolls can you order if this condition was not there about the chili sauce? Yeah, I'm doing that only. Pay attention, everybody. So I'm asking you, if you had no conditions, this B condition was not there, then how many rolls could you order? How would that 32 come as 2 raised to 5? You will have 2 raised to 5 condition. For every particular thing, you can have it or not have it. So basically, you can have onion, not have onion. You can have tomato, not have tomato. So for everything, you'll have 2 cases. So if the condition B was not there, then it will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 32 cases, right? But now what happens? Now think a little bit. If because of the conditions, you'll have to do them separately. So what you can also do is, first think of the other 4. You have onion, tomato, carrot and tomato sauce. Here in this case, so you don't have, in fact here you would have only 4 because case A was also there. Case A said there was no tomato sauce. So this was not there. So it would have been 16. Even without case B, this would have been 16. But इसमें से कौन से cases minus करने हैं? So these 16 cases में से you have to subtract 2 cases. Which are those 2 cases? When onion is not there because of which chili cannot come. Carrot is not there because of which chili cannot come. Those 2 cases will go and you will have 14 cases. And here it will be exactly double because the cases are same. Are we clear, everybody, now? Chalo, let's go ahead. I'm sure you've done a standard similar sum like this, but इसमें एक छोटा सा trap, means trap नहीं है, but यहाँ पे you have to just be more careful. We'll consider the weights as A, B, C, D, E. A less than B, less than C, less than D, less than E. So they've put them in pairs. There are 5 things, so we'll have 5C2, 10 pairs. Now, if you think from A's perspective, A with B, A with C, A with D and A with E, there will be 4 pairs with A, and there will be 4 pairs with everybody. So in short, if I add all the pairs, if I write them down also AB, AC, AD, AE, BC, BD and BE, because BA we have already taken, CD and CE, CD and CE, and last DE. This will be the 10 pairs. If you count all of them, you'll have A 4 times. So 4 times all of them you'll have 4A plus B plus C plus D plus E will be the total of all these numbers 35, 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42, 45, 46, 47. Can somebody add and give me the answer for these? Can somebody just add these numbers and give me the answer? Don't want to waste my time doing it right now. The addition is 408. So 4 ones are 102. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E is 102. Now pay attention carefully. The lowest 2 will definitely be A plus B, and the highest 2 will definitely be D plus E. So those two we definitely get. 35 and 47 plus C is 102. That will become 82 plus C is 102. So C is 20. So A has to be less than 20. So this is out. A has to be less than 20. Now also one more logic. A cannot be 15 because A plus B is 35. A plus B is 35. तो यहाँ पे तो A अगर 15 है तो A plus C 35 हो जाएगा. Now A can be 16, 17, 18. We'll think. Let's think a little bit. What is 36 going to be? A plus C is definitely going to be 36. Because think logically. A plus C will definitely be the second lowest. So you know C now. So A plus 20 will be 36. A will be 16. If somebody wants to make an effort, now just make an effort to get all 5 values. We got A and C. Now we'll get the others very quickly. We already had said AB was 35. We had already said AB was 35. So B will come out to be 19. A plus B was 35. So B will come out to be 19 now. Okay, C we have got 20. What about D and E? The second highest will be C plus E. Addition of all 10 is somebody saying 446. Can somebody check? I think it was 408. Please check your calculation. It is 408. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let's continue. He must have made an error. It's okay. Now we know the highest, second highest will be C plus E. So 20 is C. So E will come out to be 26. E will be 26. And once we got 4 of them, we can add and get D also, or whatever way. Whatever you get for D, you will get the answer. Chalo, let's continue. Simple question on clocks. By the way, this type of question has already come twice in CAT, 2 or 3 times in CAT, 1 or 2 times in XAT. One more suggestion, if I was y'all, I would have solved all 3 slots of CAT, all 66 questions of Quant really well and gone. All 66 questions of CAT Quant of slot 1, 2, 3 of CAT 25 would have solved and gone for XAT. $11:40 when Sangeeta's watch read 10 p.m. It was not really 10 p.m. Sangeeta's watch read 10 p.m. Now, just pay attention to my approach to this question. This is 10 hours 20 minutes. This is 10 hours 20 minutes. When 60 minutes are passed, the watch goes by 62 minutes. That means 1 hour, every 1 hour it gains 2 minutes. So in 10 hours it gains 20 minutes. So more or less I understood that much part. It gains 10 hours by 10 minutes. That means really 10 hours have passed. Actually 10 hours have passed. Now, while the other person's watch loses 4 minutes per hour, $4 per hour it loses. So, how much will it lose now? So, the actual time is only the actual time. It's not 10 p.m. The actual time, only 10 hours have passed. So, it is 9:40 p.m. Actual time is 9:40 p.m. And in these 10 hours, Swati's watch has lost 40 minutes. Swati lost 40 minutes. Therefore, Swati's watch will show 9 p.m., which is option number 2. Is that clear, everybody? Okay, Trigo. I'll maybe do it as a small revision sometime, but a whole session on Trigo is a waste of time. There is no such thing as what is enough and what is not enough. Very frankly, even if I go to a XAT 2000 3 paper or XAT 2005 paper. There can be some question which can come from there. A similar question can come. Don't worry about how many PYQs. If you don't have something new to solve, rather go and solve a PYQ. That's my logic to it. It is just more practice. What's the answer you are getting? Option 3, somebody saying option 2. Check properly. Two, three people got 2. Let's see. Steel Express stops at 6 stations between Howrah and Jamshedpur. 5 passengers board the train at Howrah. 6 stations between Howrah and Jamshedpur. Okay, that means including Jamshedpur there are 7 and including Howrah there are 8. So H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then there is Jamshedpur. Okay, 5 passengers board the train at Howrah. Each passenger can get down at any station till Jamshedpur. So what's my sample space? My sample space will be every passenger has a choice of 7 stations including Jamshedpur. Any passenger has 7 stations ka choice. So all of them have a choice of 7 stations. So 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. 7 raised to 5. Now let's talk about the event where they should not be getting down at the same station. Suppose if I count over the first man. The first man will have 7 choices. Now wherever he gets down, the others cannot get down there, which means the others will have 6 choices. The second one. The third one will have 5 choices, then 4 choices and then 3 choices. If you notice, this is nothing but 7C5. 7P5, I mean, sorry. If you don't want the answer in that format, you can write the answer in, means depending on how it was asked to you. It can also be 7 will cut down ratio. So it will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. So answer will be, if you are looking at the answer like this, it will be 30 into 12, 360 upon 2401, or this answer, third option, 7P5 upon 7 raised to 5. Done everybody? Clear? Both these angles are 60 degrees. That's degrees, that should have been here. Is it a trapezium? Not given, so we can't assume. Very nice, Aryan. Okay, pay attention. Only one person has given the answer. There will be some construction in this question. From C, drop a perpendicular down. Let's call it CM. And from D, drop a perpendicular down. Let's call it DN. And then from C, drop another perpendicular to DN. Call it CP, suppose. Now, you want to find AB, A plus B. In short, you want to find AB, right? First, let's try and get the value of AB. So, AB is in three parts. One is BM, which is very easy, 30, 60, 90 theorem. Side opposite to hypotenuse is half of, side opposite to 30 is half of hypotenuse. So, this will be phi. Same thing over here, side opposite to 30 degree will be half of hypotenuse. So, this will be 6. So, we have already got this as 5, this is 6. Now, I need mainly AN. How will I get AN? Pay attention, everybody. MN will be equal to CP. MN will be equal to CP. Can I get CP? Because I can get CM first. CM will be phi root 3. Same 30, 60, 90 theorem. And PN, not PN, DP. DP will be 6 root 3. CM is 5 root 3. DP is 6 root 3. Okay, same 30, 60, 90 theorem. So, therefore, not DP, I am so sorry, again DN. DN is 6 root 3. So, DP will be 1 root 3. Subtraction. Because अगर ये 5 root 3 है तो ये भी 5 root 3 है. And his whole is 6 root 3. So, DP will be 1 root 3. Take Pythagoras to find CP. CP square will be 14 square minus root 3 square. 196 minus 3, 193. So, this is 193 ka root. Root of 193. I don't think so 193 goes in anything. Definitely does not go in a perfect square. So, therefore, my BA or AB is 5 plus 6, 11 plus root 193. And that means my small a is 11. I don't know what's happening with the pen today. Small a is 11 and b is root 193. Not one root b, b is only 193. It's root b. So, therefore, a plus b will be 204. Third option. Check properly whether you all have understood. Just check. It finally usage of 3690 theorem ही था, but अच्छे से use करना था and the question was well framed. Everybody clear? Quickly check and let me know if everybody is clear. Chalo. Let's go ahead. Trying to draw the diagram. It was given in the question, Abhijit. AB is a plus root b was given. I just found AB. AB is not A plus B. AB is A plus root B. Got that, Abhijit, now? We want to find ON. Area of the trapezium is given as 80. In the trapezium, what all do I know? I know CD, which is 10. I don't know PQ. And I know the height, which should also be 10 MN. MN should also be 10. So I can easily get PQ first. I can easily get PQ. Area of the trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides, that is PQ plus CD, which is 10, into height, which is 10. 0, 0 cut. 8 to the 16 is equal to PQ plus 10. Therefore, PQ is 6. So we got PQ is 6. So triangle OPQ and ODC are similar. Triangle OPQ is similar to triangle ODC. If the sides are in the ratio 6 and 10, then the heights will also be in the ratio 6 and 10. Sides are in the ratio 6 and 10, then the heights will also be in the ratio 6 and 10. So ON upon OM will also be 6 upon 10. Similarity के point of view से, that is 3 upon 5. Right? Now, if I take ON as X, so I'll get X upon X plus 10 is 3 upon 5. X upon X plus 10 is 3 upon 5. 5x is 3x. 5x is equal to 3x plus 30. So 2x is 30, x is 15. Solve this out to give you x as 15. Clear, everybody? So from the area of the trapezium, I got the height Mn. And using the height, sorry, I got the side PQ first. Mn was the known. I got the side PQ, and once I got side PQ, I got other things. Are we clear, everybody? Chalo, let's go ahead. Last 3 questions are there. So perimeter is less than 14. So sum of the three sides has to be less than 14. Start with the smallest logic. Now, what do we know? What properties do we know? Sum of two sides of a triangle has to be greater than third. So over here, when I take the three sides x, y, z, I am also assuming x is less than y is less than z, because they have said no two sides are of equal length, right? So if you think logically, x1 के साथ कुछ भी नहीं चलेगा, because if I take x1, I can take y2 or whatever, but whatever I take for z, minimum I will take z extra 1 above y, and therefore x plus y will become equal to z. So x1 will not be possible at all. You can start with x as 2. With x as 2, y is 3. So with 2 and 3, what are the different options? You can't take z as 5. Sum of two sides has to be greater than third. So 2, 3, 6 is okay, which will make my perimeter how much? 11. I can go up till 13. 7 pe this will become 12, and 8 pe this will become 13. Now first of all, sorry, sum of ulta, exactly ulta, my bad, sorry. 2, 3, sum of two sides has to be greater than third, completely wrong. 2, 3, 4. Why 2, 3, 4? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, sum of two sides has to be greater than third. So with 2 and 3, I have only one option. What about with 2 and 4? 2 and 4 is 6. So I can have 5 third side. With 2 and 5, I can have 6 as a third side. With 2 and 6, I can have 7 as a third side. But I can't go up till all these things. I can't go here because the total becomes more than 14. So till 13 I am allowed. So 2, 5, 6. So with 2 I have 3 options. What about with 3? If I take 3 and 4, 3 plus 4 is 7. The third side can be 5 or 6. Can it be 6? 7 plus 6 is 13. Yes. What about if I took 4? 4, 5. As soon as I even take 6, this becomes more. So this is out. So there will be only 5 options. 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 6. Sum of two sides has to be greater than third. Are we clear, everybody? Are we clear? Cool. Next one. Simple question. Come on, jaldi. Pretty straightforward question. The units digit is a prime number, 4-digit number. So the unit digit can be 2, 3, 5 or 7. It's a digit and prime digits are only 2, 3, 5, 7. Now came the important part. The product of all the digits is also prime. As soon as I know product of all 4 digits is prime, the only option left for all the other digits is 1, 1, 1. The only option left for all the other digits is 1, 1, 1. That means the numbers can be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 5 and 1, 1, 1, 7. That's it. Answer is 4. It's like hardly anything. Very, very basic level. Everybody clear with this? Any doubts? Okay, great. Next one. equilateral triangle. Simple question again, should not be very difficult. In an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on BC such that BD is half of CD. So, just to understand, if I took CD as 2x, so BD is x and total is 3. BD plus CD will be 3, so x is 1. That means D is somewhere over here where this is 1 and this is 2. Question is, find the length of AD. We will drop a perpendicular from here. From A we will drop a perpendicular called AM. How much is BM? BM will be 1.5. How much will be AM? AM will be the height of an equilateral triangle. Height of an equilateral triangle is root 3 upon 2 into side. That is 3 root 3 upon 2. How much is DM? 0.5. DM will be 0.5, which is half. Take Pythagoras between these two to find AD. So AD square will be 3 root 3 upon 2 the whole square. 3 root 3 ka square is 27. 27 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4, which will be 28 upon 4, which is 7. So AD square is 7. Therefore, AD is root 7. Couple of last few easy questions. Last question from time, speed, distance. Typical question of XAT where the reading is much longer. A and D are brothers. One day they start at the same time from their home for Tatanagar railway station in their respective cars. A took 25 minutes to reach the station. So A in 25 minutes. Time taken by A, 25 minutes to reach the station. Sorry, where were we? After reaching the station, A found that Dharmender, that is D, is 2500 meters away. That is 2.5 kilometers away from the distance of Tatanagar from their house, and the distance of Tatanagar from the house is 15. That means when A travels 15, Dharmender travels only 12.5. Next day, Dharmender starts 7 minutes early. If they drive at the same speed as the previous day, then A will reach the station what? Earlier than Dharmender, later than Dharmender, and so on. So, what you need to figure out is that he took 12.5 kilometers के लिए 25 minutes. So, for the last extra 2.5 kilometers, he will take how many minutes? 1/5, so he will take 5 minutes. So, in short, he needs 5 minutes more than his brother. Listen to this very carefully. Listen to my approach. He takes 5 minutes more than his brother to reach the station. But the next day he starts 7 minutes earlier. Which means in short, he will reach 2 minutes before his brother. See, he needed only 5 minutes extra. So, if he had started 5 minutes extra, they both would have reached together. But because he has started 7 minutes earlier, Dharmender will be 120 seconds late. A will be 120 seconds later than Dharmender. Answer will be option 2. Everybody got that? Okay. That's about it. We had around 20-23 questions. Good speed we kept up. proper 2 hours, 5 minutes, maybe finish everything. Nice. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Couple of more classes from my side. I'll be doing a XAT DI marathon. I think one of the days, the schedule will come to you in a couple of days. XAT marathon I'll do. Then on 2nd Jan, I am doing a 4-hour quant marathon. We'll do 40-50 questions. And 3rd Jan, we'll do again a little bit of DI plus a little bit of revision, formula revision types. Okay. So that's the agenda from my side. I think I have 3 more sessions for that. Have a good new year. Simple suggestion, don't party, relax a little bit, but don't go and party that the next day also is kind of wasted. Even if you want to have a party, just do it for an hour or so. Okay, that's my suggestion. While I am not while I will be definitely partying, so I will party on your behalf. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.